How to become an effective and quick decision maker in 8 steps. I'm going to share the 8 steps with you in this video. And before I do that, I'm going to give you 3 things which are really going to set the context so that applying those 8 steps becomes easier for you. So this is going to be a little longer video than I usually make. So I recommend you to grab yourself a notepad and pen and take some notes, because if you do get this and understand what I'm sharing in this video, it's going to be very helpful for you when it comes to making your own decisions. So when it comes to the first thing is, when you're required to make a decision, you are required to make a selection. Essentially, it's either or, this, that, yes, no, now, later. Think about it. For example, when you're buying a new car, let's just say you're buying an economical car, an everyday car. So let's just say that you're comparing Toyota and Honda, Suzuki, Mazda. Or if you're going for a higher end car, you're going for a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. So in both of these categories, price is really not an issue, because you already know that you can either afford an everyday economical car or a rare car, a supercar like Ferrari or Lamborghini. You already know that. So remember this. This is the first thing. The second thing, for the ease of understanding, let's just take the example of a computer. Just like a computer processes information, it has a processor, it has 2 kinds of memory, a RAM and a ROM. So one of them is like a long-term storage and one of them is the short-term storage. Okay, so your brain also processes information. If a computer all of a sudden starts performing slow, or if you produce a video on a computer which has only 8 megabytes of RAM, let's say, so the overall performance of the computer is going to go down. Other applications, let's just say you're also trying to edit some pictures or images, or doing some graphics work using Photoshop. So other applications like that are gonna start lagging, and they're gonna perform slower than usual. So similarly, if our minds have like 100 things going on that are constantly requiring our attention, and there needs to be a decision to be made, it's not gonna be a very good situation for us. Our ability to make effective decisions and quick decisions is gonna suffer, and we won't be able to perform well. Okay, so this is the second thing. Now let's come to the third thing. The way we are brought up since our childhood has a direct effect on our decision-making abilities. How a person was raised, what voices can you still hear in the background when you're making a decision, what your parents used to say, what your teachers used to say, that matters. And sometimes they are driving the whole personality or character of a person without them even realizing it. So they've seen decision-making patterns, they've heard the voices, and they are with them throughout their lives. So unless and until a person becomes aware of this and try to, slowly and gradually make changes, they won't be able to become effective decision makers. Now let's come to the 8 steps. So with this context, you're going to have ease of application for applying these steps. So the first step is sacrifice. When you are required to make a decision, you are essentially making a selection, and with selection comes sacrifice. You can't have everything of whatever is there. You have to pick something. So for example, you can't sleep all day and expect to be financially independent. You can't smoke all day and expect to win a marathon or a swimming competition. You can't expect to sit on on cafes and do useless chit chat for hours and complain about how the economy is going and how everyone is suffering and how things are bad, and expect a miracle to happen to change your life. It doesn't work like this. So you have to sacrifice these things to be able to focus on things which are actually important for you, which can potentially change your life. Second thing, when you're required to make a decision, think of the long-term consequences, the ripple effect this decision is going to make, not just for yourself, but for your family and for your next generations as well. So for example, if your goal is to acquire six-pack abs, let's just say that, and you eat chocolate and ice cream today, more chocolate and ice cream will be required for you because it has sugar. And sugar is an addictive substance. ROI. What's the ROI of this decision? So for instance, you're forced or faced with a decision to either buy an expensive piece of equipment, let's just say a tech gadget, a vehicle, or a watch. So you can spend that money buying those things. And you can also spend the same money. So the money is not a problem. You already have that money. Or you become resourceful to buy those gadgets or vehicle or watch. Or you can invest that same money in your education, which is going to help you change your life, transform your life, which is going to not only be beneficial for you now, but it's going to be beneficial for you in the long term. All right. So this is also connected to the past previous step. The next thing is this decision going to take care of future decisions? If I say yes to something today, do I have to say no to the same category of decision tomorrow? Or is it going to be a yes, yes, yes every time when similar things happen? Or is it going to be a no, no, no every time similar things happen? So think about that. And the sixth step is to learn to trust your own intuition. When we are brought up, usually we are not thought of becoming independent thinkers. We are dependent on mostly around the people we are surrounded with, like parents, friends, close relatives, cousins. And what's good for someone else is not necessarily good for you. What works for someone else does not necessarily work for you. The emotional needs of one person varies from someone else. The vision, the life, the goal that you have differs from your parents, from your siblings, from your cousins, everyone. So usually we are not even thought about this, that there is this thing called intuition, and you can learn to trust it, and you can develop your ability to make effective decisions through your intuition. So let me give you an example. I went to a gym a few days ago with the decision already made that I'm going to start exercising at the gym. So I went there, I did the survey, and then I spoke with the person over there, and it's just that everything was good. The gym was good, but the feeling that I was having wasn't good. I didn't have that feel. I couldn't put myself in there anymore in a gym, lifting weights, doing weight exercises for 1 hour or so. And even though I had made this decision before going to the gym, I trusted my intuition that, you know what, this is not what I want anymore. I am not going to trap myself in the gym for 1 hour. I would rather walk outside, jog, do body weight exercises. So I trusted my intuition, and I didn't register, and I didn't go to the gym. I've dropped the idea once and for all. So I'm only going to do body weight exercises. That's it. So now the seventh step. Do you have some set of rules for your life, like based around your own principles and values? Do you have them sorted out? Because if you have those rules and your values and principles sorted out, you don't have to consume any mental bandwidth for making effective decisions. It's just like automatic. The decision-making process happens automatic. You already know that you're not gonna lie. You're never gonna lie. You're never gonna cheat. You're never gonna steal, and so on. And the last and eighth step is how much or what am I risking with this? So what is the risk if I take this decision? And what is the risk if I do not take this decision? How is my life's journey going to be affected with this decision? What if I do this? How is it going to help me in the long run? And what if I don't do this? How is it going to help me in the long run? So these are the 8 steps along with the context to help you become an effective and quick decision maker. So I hope this video helps you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.